Hey guys, Jacob Barnhill with the Barnhill Team at eXp Realty. Today, I want to talk to you guys about one concept. If you're thinking about buying and selling at the same time, this is just one of the options that actually most people choose to do. So there's a lot of fear that people may have around trying to buy and sell at the same time. What are my options? For the people that elect to buy and sell at the same time, there are two main concerns. We don't want to be homeless, and we don't want to have multiple payments, right? Those are the two biggest concerns with most people. And, there's a lot of pitfalls that we could fall into here, but this is what makes it really easy, and it actually eliminates the worry, especially when you have a good professional agent that knows how to partner with other agents, and everybody's highly communicative. And we can solve this issue with a little document called a contingency. All right, so what does this contingency do, and how does it create safety in the transaction? Well, I'm glad you asked. So let's talk about us going on the market. In this scenario, we're getting a buyer for your home, the one that you're selling, and then we are also going to be buying one and for that you're moving into, upsizing, downsizing, right sizing into that next home, right? And we're going to do all of that at the same time and get it actually done. This is actually how most people do it. So how do the contingencies work? Let's say we're on the market. Our house is for sale, and we locate a buyer that is willing to contract the house, and we're going to take that property, put it under contract. We're going to ratify an agreement, throw out some real estate terms for you guys real quick, so everybody can understand what I'm talking about. This buyer is committing to this home, but with the understanding that there's a contingency saying that we can't sell you this home though until we find one, right? And if we have good systems around being able to find one, right, this will give people a lot more confidence. And actually right now in the market, the sellers have the upper hand, so it's really not that much of a concern for a buyer. I have a lot of sellers that'll ask me, like, people will do that. We've actually had it where the buyer that buys your home and then you're buying one, and that person is also buying another one, and we have this daisy chain of contingencies, right? It's a lot of loose ends. I know, I get it. We do this very, very well because we know the questions to ask. We know if it's a right scenario, or we know how to help the other agents, and a lot of times we'll work together, believe it or not. All the great ones know how to do this and make sure that we're solving other problems, and we're heading off those things, and we're asking those questions before we get involved with that. So that's a more complicated side of it. But the contingency around your house says, hey, Mr. Buyer, we're not going to sell you our house till we find one. Then we go under contract with the one that you're buying. And can that make you a little less competitive? Yes, it can. But when you have the right professional in your corner, they can actually create this as an advantage, or they know how to, right, head those issues off and answer those questions before the other agent has a chance to for them. So they want to contract with us. So then we're going to do another contingency in there and says, hey, if we don't sell this one for some reason, something doesn't work out, right? And we have back doors built into both of these things. But when they go together, they each have their own contingency. Now they're moving as one. And everybody's under the understanding that, hey, if things go long, we need to be able to adjust. We need to be flexible, right? But it's very rare that we don't get those done. That is how most people that are buying and selling get it done. And we're pretty darn good at it. We know the questions to ask. So if anybody is thinking of buying and selling at the same time, please make sure that you have a really good plan, because there are a lot of pitfalls in the contingency process. You must know how to manage that well and ask those questions. Might be a good question to ask the realtor that you hire, is how many times they've handled those types of transactions. So if you guys need us, you know how to reach out to us. Today, we talked about contingencies and the buying and selling process at the same time. So if you guys want, comment below. Please like and subscribe. Reach out to us if you need us. Everybody, we'll see you on the next video. Stay savvy, homeowners. Peace.